Fear the aimless.
It wouldn't go off. Again, that happened 2 nights in a row. That's so weird. That is so weird. Sorry, let me turn my phone down before it goes crazy with the notifications that I'm on my own live because it tells me when I'm live. But welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. It is Tuesday, March 24th. We are almost to the end of this month. And then, I'm looking forward to summer now after this point. We're supposed to be in spring. It hasn't shown up on my doorstep yet. I don't know about you guys, but it hasn't shown up here yet. But welcome in, everybody. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tanya. This is Titanium Built True Crime, and what we do is talk about true crime cases. So if that's something that you're into, you like hearing about, different cases in general, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We try to cover, a different case every evening, and you might find one or two or three or four that you were interested in. You never know. So you never know. If you are on the vertical chat and you want to move over to the horizontal chat, if you're ever in a predicament and you're like, how do I do it? And you're not sure, either one, look at the title. And if there's a cell phone in the title, that is the vertical live. And also, if you want to get out of the vertical live and you're like, I don't know how, just hit the like button and then go to your liked videos. It'll be under your profile, and then just go to your liked videos and click on that last liked video, which would be mine, and it'll take it to horizontal view. That's what I do. I have to do that in other people's chat. So I just double click the like and then go into my liked videos. I find that's easier, but I don't know if you guys are real familiar with like the app and how it, it operates. So, but that's where it'll be. It'll be in your profile. So yeah, your liked videos will. But welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. If you guys don't mind, take a second, hit the thumbs up for me. It does send the video out into the algorithm. If you guys don't mind, anytime you get a chance, go over to any of my other live videos, or including this one when we're done, and just put a comment in there for me. It really sends the video out and pushes it out even more when people comment. And I noticed that the comments, I don't get a lot of comments on my videos sometimes. Sometimes I do when they're Idaho. When they're Idaho, I get all kinds of crazy comments. I had all kinds of crazy ones today to look at. And there wasn't any, nobody was cussing me though. So I was like, hey, shoot, can't hate that. So like I said, welcome in. We're going to talk about the Ashley Flynn case tonight. She was a 37-year-old teacher, volleyball coach, mother of two from Tip City, Ohio, who was found shot to death inside of her home in February 2026. So according to investigators, her husband, Caleb Flynn, initially called 911. He said that there was a home invasion. Someone had come in, there was an intruder, and they had shot Ashley while their children were in the house sleeping in their rooms. According to him, he was sleeping with them. Later, police said the evidence did not match up to what Caleb was saying. It didn't support the burglary story, the home invasion story that he was going with. Investigators allege that the crime scene had been staged to look like a break-in. And Caleb was arrested within 3 days. He didn't get very far on murder-related charges. He faces murder, felonious assault, and tampering with evidence, along with all kinds of other charges he's been indicted on. I think 11 altogether, 11 including aggravated murder. So we'll be in the courtroom on the 30th of March. He has his next court hearing. It was supposed to be March 26th. Unfortunately for us, they moved it because they had his preliminary hearing, or they indicted him on these new charges. So it got pushed back 4 more days. So that's good though, because my car needs to be fixed. So March 30th is the date for him. Michael McKee is April 16th. I keep wanting to flip them because I don't know. I just keep wanting to do that. So I'm glad I have this little board over here to let me know exactly when. I believe it'll tell us tonight. There's a new document that came out for his case. I think it's 9 in the morning or 8:30, something like that. They have a new motion they are bringing forward. So we'll read over that tonight. As well. So, okay. So if you haven't seen his new indictment and his new charges, I'll just pull them up real quick. I want to go through them eventually. Like I want to go through the actual sections and codes because I pulled up a couple tonight, but Ohio, you are like, I don't know if it's just Ohio though, but like the codes are so close together. like one of them will be like 102.1, 102.2 or something. And then it's like, well, it's like 1 point off and it means two different things, and it can be very confusing when that happens. So they do have him listed here. I like that it says bald. I'll say that every time. He probably hates that. White male, date of birth 5/13/86, 6 foot 175. So these charges have been dismissed because they tacked on brand new charges. So they just threw out the whole other old indictment and brought in a new one. The new one is for aggravated murder, premeditated, 3 counts of murder, 2 counts of felonious assault, 1 with victim seriously harmed, and 1 with a weapon or ordinance, and then 2 tampering with evidence, alter, destroy, conceal, and then oh wait, there's 3. I don't think I said 2. There's 3, and then 2 intimidation of victims or a crime witness, and I'm just assuming that it's for his kids because I was listening back to that 911 call again today, and there's no way that those kids did not wake up. I mean, unless they were dosed with some like big old, the whole bottle of like NyQuil. I mean, I don't know how you could sleep through that. I slept through a tornado. I can't say much, but I mean, 2 gunshots, and then he's crying on the phone like that. And the house, the way it's set up, that's what I want. I tried to look it up through Zillow before, but we could never find it. They didn't have it like listed. They might have it listed now though. I forget the digits. 530. I have to remember the actual digits of the house. Let's see, recent. Nope, this was over for Columbus. So wait, right there it is. It just doesn't. That looks like it's in the area. Oh, because it is. Okay, so I want, it says like try zooming out, but 9, oh, it's 9:32, I think. I got it up, but it doesn't have any pictures. This is, okay, so they probably bought it, I would say in 2021 for 244,000. And then up here, it's estimated at 344,000 now, so $100,000 more. This is the house. It just doesn't, you just can't see it. There we go. I mean, it's just like a really bad view, but it says off the market. I'll check the other listings, like the other places that have like listings, Zillow has them, Redfin, all those, because some of the ones that we were looking at before, they didn't, like for the Tepi case, they didn't have them on this, like they didn't have them on Zillow or whatever, but they had them here, vice versa. So I'll keep looking for it because I want to see the inside. I wish there was a better picture of this house. I have one probably. I'm sure, but because I'm thinking like when the cops were in there, I'm thinking the front here is all like open floor plan, like living room, kitchen, and then there's like a hallway, and it looks like that's where like the bedrooms would be. I'm thinking all the bedrooms are back by each other. I'm not thinking that like they're on one side of the house and the kids are on the other. Like to me, that wouldn't, I don't make sense. So, I mean, I don't know. To me, that doesn't make sense. Where was the first thing I wanted to show you? I guess I could just bring it up. The indictment. Okay. I have to bring up the first one, I think. This one, because this one's different. Yeah, it is different. Okay, I answered my own question almost just by doing two one thing. Okay, so my title is, is this the reason why the coroner's not giving out the autopsy? Well, when I go to let me duplicate this page. When I go to Caleb Flynn's previous first indictment, I'm going to go back to it so I can show you guys. So this is his first one. And it has like, all information, party charge. This is closed because this is the one where they threw out the charges and they recharged him. So if you go to like events, that's where it'll show you, or no, maybe not events, docket information. It shows you the images for like the different documents that they have that they're going to show. They're willing to show us. So this is the case filed. I believe this is the one. Yeah. Okay. So on here, we had talked about this before and we could not figure out what it meant. But I kind of have all these like windows open for nothing now. But we'll still kind of go through them. But maybe I figured it out. But it says here that Caleb Flynn in the city of Tip City, county of Miami, state of Ohio, did purposely cause the death of another or the unlawful termination of another's pregnancy. And I saw a lot of people in the Facebook group saying that, she was pregnant. We were kind of wondering if she might have been pregnant, if that could have been a reason, that why Caleb did this, allegedly did this. But in the new paperwork, it looks like they switch it. So that's what's kind of weird. So in the new one, actually, it might even be like, let's see. Nope, that's it. Bill of particulars. That's the request. Yeah. So this is what it would be. Okay. I was just making sure showing you. I'm going to show you guys the right thing. This says count 1 aggravated murder here. Let me make it bigger for all of us. But it says for aggravated murder, cause the death of, and I'm assuming this is a large like redaction. I'm assuming that they put her middle name in there, maybe. I'm not sure. Because it looks almost like that could be a Y and that could be a Y. Because see how it like comes down off of the black, like Ashley and then Flynn, middle name. I'm not sure. I don't know what her middle name is. Like I want to say something, but I don't think that I think I'm just thinking that's what it is. But it doesn't say anything about a pregnancy on here. Like, the first one did. Cause another unlawful termination of another's pregnancy. Maybe they switched it because people were like, I don't know, saying stuff about it because it's not usually how you see things. And that would make people question. Let's see the other murder charges though. Yeah, see, did purposely cause the death of Ashley in violation of Ohio Revised Code. Now I do have this up. And that's just, no person shall purposely cause the death of another. And then it says right here, or the unlawful termination of a pregnancy. I guess it goes under the murder statute, which is very weird. No person shall cause the death of another as an approximate result of offenders committing or attempting to commit an offense of violence that is a felony or a first or second degree. That is not in violation of, and it gives the revised code. Now, the only difference between this code and the one for unlawful termination of a pregnancy is the unlawful termination of a pregnancy is 2903.09. So same exact thing, 2903, but this one's 0.02 for murder. So that's why I was like kind of telling you guys in the beginning how they're like so close. It's like, it's, very strange. Sorry. I was trying to be quiet. Hopefully, I don't know if this mic picks up a lot or not. It's supposed to not pick up background noise. Okay. And then it just says that, the section that the revised code where they could be punishable up until. But yeah, I don't know why they put it like that. I wish that we wouldn't. I wish we would know. So I don't think she was. I don't think she was pregnant, but we don't know for sure because that damn coroner will not release the autopsy report. He's like, nah, prosecutor told me I didn't have to. Like, what? I mean, I can understand holding it, and I hope that's what they end up doing, is that they just hold it until, the appropriate time to release it. If it's that violent, I mean, we've read it all on this channel. Do you know what I mean? To where I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like if it's going to hurt the family and the kids, then don't release it. I'm fine with that. But if it's going to help, maybe other people and, be able to, go with the case and, educate everybody in a whole, then yeah, go ahead and put it out. Like, because Caleb Flynn doesn't deserve to be able to hide behind things, like that. Just like Brian Koberger, look what he gets to hide behind. Everything. Everything is questioned by people right now. Like people that want to question things about Brian Koberger, but you know what I mean? Like he didn't have to answer to a lot. And I have a feeling that Caleb is going to take a freaking plea bargain and be like, see ya, I'm out of here. Like, or it'll be the opposite. Like I always say that, or it could be the opposite. He'll take the stand, which, I mean, depending on his kids, I mean, it's going to be hard on them. And I saw pictures of them today, and I didn't go there. So I was on Facebook, and I don't have it up anymore. I don't know if it's on the other tab I have. Nope, I must have exited out of it. Nope, it's right here. I wonder if I exit out of this, if it'll show you guys. Oh, I think okay, anyway, today I got a friend suggestion. You get like friend request suggestions or whatever from Ashley Flynn. It was sad. It was really sad. Not for me, for her. Like just seeing the pictures. I went through because I didn't get on her page ever because I knew that there'd be pictures of her kids, and I just, didn't want to put that out into the internet. And then I got a friend request from her, and I was like, that's crazy. But it's because we live in such a close proximity, and I guess we probably have mutual friends, but I didn't get that chance to look at that, like to see if we did have mutual friends, which I might have to go back if it'll show me, if it'll like pop up. I wonder if I yeah, you can see right here, and I've never tried to like go to her stuff before. Okay, so there it is. We don't have any mutual friends, it doesn't say. Must just because, I talk about the case then. I don't know. It was crazy. Oh no. I'm sorry, Lorna. I hope your doggies, can get the medication, and I hope it's not a lot. I hope it's not too expensive and you're able to keep them as long as you can, or her. Because your animals are your babies. I'm like, where's mine at? They're back there sleeping. I don't really have that many questions about the Idaho 4 case. I don't know. I just maybe why would be a question I'd have. Why? But other than that, no, actually, you know what? I don't even care about that anymore. Because that's going to give him something to hold over everybody. I don't need to know nothing, because that's just giving him more power than he ever deserved. Okay, so my brain was like squirreling out. I have ADHD, so I'm trying to go through these tabs. I had them all like regular, like ready to go, but now I'm like, what was she doing over here? How did you get to this point? Okay, so see, that's weird. Okay, so it does say here in Ohio, purposely causing the death of another or the unlawful termination of another pregnancy is defined as murder under Ohio Revised Code, and it's the section I just gave you, the .02. This offense, often termed homicide, carries severe penalties. Furthermore, if the act is committed with prior calculation and design, it's classified as aggravated murder. Well, they reclassified it. And then it just says here that definition, to give the definition, violators purposely cause the death of another or cause the unlawful termination of another's pregnancy. Now, I wonder why they put that in there, like on the first charges and not on the second charges. That's still weird to me. It's like they almost, it's like they left that part out. Like they reworded the whole charge. I have questions. Now this I have questions. That's a question. And then oh, I thought this it was a misdemeanor. Never mind, sorry. I'm a little slow with it tonight. And then I don't know why I have this. Oh, that's just the felonious assault. So I was going to go through all of them. Because I was curious. I'm going to exit out some of this. So I was going through like the church stuff, and there's not like a bad review really out there about these people. I tried. I looked hard and far and wide. I was like, can I find something that is, that this church is doing that's like, when employees leave, they'll get on like Indeed or Glassdoor or whatever it may be, and they'll like say like, this is why I left. Actually, you know what? I should show you where I used to work, and look, you could look at all the bad, reviews compared to this place. This place had like 0. Like one of the cons was because it was too far. So let me see if I can find that, because I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know what that is I found. Oh, I should have left that open. That was the employees. That's okay. So this is Glassdoor. I got this off of, and for some reason there was only 3 on here, because I was trying to find like there was this one that had like Yelp was supposed to have like 42 different reviews, and only 3 of them will pull up, and I don't know why. But I just realized that Poppy and Ari's on here, and it says 5.0. No one's worked for me. I'll have to look at that. So it says 3.9, but we'll go down here. So it says this is a current employee. That's not good. Unhealthy staff culture. Well, but you're a current employee. You're the director of ministry. You put who you are. And then they said the people of CLC are wonderful, but the cons are the leadership is unfocused, uncaring, and lacks vision. That was August 7th, 2023. That person left 3 stars. They were like, we like our coworkers are cool, but the leadership sucks. Now, wasn't Flynn part of the leadership? Wasn't he like a pastor of sorts? So, I mean, I don't know who they're talking about here. I think there's a lot of pastors, and I guess a woman would be a pastor too. I don't know, pastors though. Yeah, I heard she was pregnant, but I don't think that she was. I think it might have been just the wording in the documents that made everybody think that she was, but I mean, we'll find out one way or another. I mean, through the trial or whatever, we'll find out. They can't just like keep it all from us forever and ever and ever. They're going to try though. I'll show you that document in a minute. They're going to try. So then the next one is from a current employee. I didn't even realize this. So that they're current employees. So this is the accounts payable assistant. Nice Christian environment, friendly employees to work with. Cons, fairly long drive for me. Why don't you leave? December 2021. Maybe they did. February 17th, 2021. Anonymous employee. Great place to work. Huh. But you're a current employee more than 10 years. I bet you they could figure out who you are. Oh, that's Jimmy over there. He's been with us for 10 years. The pros: focused on making a difference in our community and in the world, devoted to becoming Christ-like and accurately representing their faith. Cons: I don't know what he means by this. The financial department is so very good that it can be difficult if you are undisciplined to keep records in order for them. Like, what do you mean you ain't doing your job? You ain't filing your paperwork or something? And they are mad because you're not filing paperwork? It just is weird. The financial department is so very good that it can be difficult if you are undisciplined to keep records in order for them. Anonymous employee, please come to the front of the class. I'd like to talk to you. Just weird. He didn't really miss too much. We just talked, I think, a little bit about, we talked about the different, so they did switch from the pregnant, where it said like, the death of a like pregnant, whatever it said, I can look it up. They did change that though. So it was saying the for the death or another of the unlawful termination of another's pregnancy. They did change it when they put the new murder charges on there, and they all just say attempting or did cause the death of Ashley as a proximate result of the offender committing or attempting to commit an offense of violence that is a felony of the first or second degree in the violation of Ohio Revised Code. And then it gives the code. So it doesn't say anything about that on there. And I'm looking just to make sure it's not under the felonious assault. Nope. So I'm wondering if they took that out on purpose because people were wondering, Oh, really, Laura? What do you mean your receipts? Like what receipts? Like your bus receipts, your gas receipts? Like if you work, you mean like if you work for them, right? You can gotta keep your own receipts of how much you're giving the church, do you? I would be like, don't send the plate to me then, because I don't know how much money I'm gonna put in there. This Sunday I might put a 5. Next Sunday I might put a 20. The Sunday after that I might take a 5. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. I got my dad's personality. Blame him. He's not here. So you can't. So then I did find a review on here that one, what was this? Yelp. That was a 1 star. And I was like, oh, look at that. And it just says, went to CLC today. The music was pretty good, a little over the top. Can't wait. The worship leader was singing at a level no one could follow, yet his voice was beautiful. Now, this would have been around the time that he was, I wonder when, American Idol comes on. Like, I wonder when they start doing their, like, all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Their auditions and stuff. Because this is back in 2013. So I don't know when he started going to that church. I know they went to a different church before, so I don't think this is probably him. But I wonder who this guy's talking about his voice was beautiful. But he is pissed, okay? And we'll tell you why. Because he went and purchased a coffee and a hot tea at the church for him and his wife, right? So they can have a little sip, a little worship, a little sip, a little worship. But that's not how it works, right? So when he went back towards the sanctuary, that's what they call it. They said, oh no, you can't bring that with you, right? So he says he was offered 2 options: leave it outside for later consumption, like No. Have you ever heard of being roofied? It can happen anywhere. I mean, it could. Or he could throw it away. Now, see, sir, that's when I would have said no. There's a third option. Me going into the restroom and sticking these hot cups of coffee in my top pockets. You know, most men have like pockets in their shirt, and you don't say a word, not just take these in there. That could be the third option. But it was not a, hey, we would be happy to refund that for you since we don't have a sign posted where you bought it to let you know you can't bring it in the sanctuary. Very disappointing and surprisingly not very smart. Now, do you think they're going to let you bring in some hot coffee and hot tea into a room full of thousands of people? Have you seen this place? They're dancing, they're moving, they're grooving. I probably wouldn't allow it neither. That is someone's going to get hurt in a matter of seconds. And if everybody has hot coffee, then it's a problem. But then he says, oh no, very disappointing and surprisingly not smart. Went inside and saw the pastor and worship band drinking their drinks, and I bet they were drinking water or something cold. They probably weren't up there sipping hot tea. And if they were, there are only a few of them compared to the thousands that are there. I mean, this place gets packed. It's like a damn concert every Sunday. Went inside and saw the pastor and worship drinking their drinks. Double standard. So not for us. I like churches that function even with the smallest of things and treat their patrons with respect. God bless CLC. When they put the God bless at the end when they're mad, they don't mean God bless. That's not the God bless they're giving you. We don't have to be from the South to know that's not the God bless they're giving you. They're telling you, go F yourself and your coffee and your hot tea. But that's the only bad review. Like those are the only ones that I could find that was like, and I scoured the whole damn internet. But I did do an AI overview of why maybe Ohio coroner wouldn't release an autopsy report because I was reading through and I wasn't really getting anywhere with reading through articles. But it just was saying that the first thing that came up was active investigation / prosecution. And that's what they were saying was the reason why they weren't going to release the coroner's autopsy report was because they talked to the prosecutor and the prosecutor said, well, you don't have to. And so they said, we are not going to. So then that tells me there's something in that autopsy report that they don't want us to know right now. And maybe it is that she's pregnant. That could, I wonder if that is something that they wouldn't want out right now because that would sway a lot of people, a lot of people like to hate him. Even if he wasn't guilty, or even if he wasn't guilty, they see, oh my God, you were in a house and a pregnant woman was shot and killed. I mean, I think having 2 kids there is just as bad, but kids in general. But maybe that's what it is. You never know. Let me see what else I have up here. Like all kinds of. Okay, let me see. Let me put me back to big. Also, it said that they could be waiting on test results to come back, like toxicology. I don't think that's why, because this was like the preliminary autopsy that he wouldn't put out. Like he wouldn't even put out the preliminary. So we don't know where she was shot. We don't know. They found 3 shell casings there, but we don't know if she was shot 3 times. We think so, but we don't know. We don't know if there was anything in her system because he may have slipped something into her drink at night. Maybe she was drinking sleepy time tea or something. And I mean, we just had Corey Richards go off to prison for Moscow Mule, so maybe something like that. I don't know. They're just being very, very weird about it. Oh, and that's what I was going to show you. That's what I was going to show you guys. Okay, let me see if this is the right one. No, I got to go back. just so I can. Okay, here it is. There is some new stuff on his docket. I think it's just like a few that we didn't see. That's the indictment. Okay, so this is the last one I think that we saw. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last one I think that we saw. Was the state of Ohio versus Caleb Carl Flynn, and he's at the Miami County Jail. So that's where he's located. If anyone wants to go say hello, which I'm doubt nobody will. Warrant on indictment information to any law enforcement officer with venue, and then it's just an indictment, a copy of which is attached here too, has been filed in the Miami County Court of Common Pleas, charging Caleb Flynn with aggravated murder again, murder times 2, and then felonious assault twice, tampering with evidence times 3, intimidation of an attorney, victim, or witness in a criminal case times 2. And I think that's his kids. I think that he might have said to him, I think that he might have said to his kids that night, if they woke up, if you hear something, just go back to sleep, or something. Like, if you hear something, it's nothing. Don't tell anybody about it, or maybe before cops were there, pretend like you're sleeping. Or daddy, you'll get in a lot of trouble. Just pretend like you're sleeping. I don't know. I don't know. But something is a little weird that, there's 2 girls that neither of them wake up. And I don't know if I'm assuming that Ashley was asleep when he pulled the gun on her. That's just what I'm assuming, because I think we are thinking she was found in the bed or offside the bed, somewhere in the bed area, right? Because that's what he even said in the 911 call. I don't even think he took her off the bed though to give her CPR. I don't even think he did that. Like, I just don't even think he did that. So it says that he was served. It says served before the defendant has appeared or scheduled to appear. You are ordered to arrest Caleb C. Flynn and bring him or her before the judge or court, without necessary delay. Arraignment will be scheduled when defendant has been served with the indictment before Judge Stacy M. Wall. Hearing date, this was March 29th, 2026, 11:30. So now his new date is March 30th. Next time we'll go in. And then the next one was this is the one. I think this is the last one actually we saw, because I think we did see this one. The March 30th at 9 a.m. If ordered to pretrial services, the defendant must report immediately upon release. Defendant's bond is set at $3.5 million. So if he should post bond, the following conditions apply: pretrial services, report in person once a week, appear at all court proceedings, verify on address, bond check, no use or possession of illegal drugs or alcohol, no contact with victim, other victim reps or victim minor children, no new violations, no possession of firearms, and then GPS house arrest. He signed it. The judge signed it. And attorney for defendant, this is Caleb Flynn. I think that they switched because he put his name on the wrong one. And then his is Patrick Mulligan. His attorney. His attorney is Pat Mulligan. Okay, so then they have stenographer fees on here, which I guess, you got to pay everything. It says it is ordered by the court that Kimberly J. Hebb, court reporter of this court, take the testimony in this cause, and per diem cost of the same be taxed generally. And there's another one. There's like 2 of them, I think. Is it the same? It's the same. Okay. Well, that's weird. Yeah, just double checked. It's same one. Okay. And then the next one is warrant to arrest return served. And then these are all the charges up here that he's charged with, all 11. Same thing up there. It's the same we went over. So Caleb Flynn warrant is being served before the defendant has appeared or scheduled to appear. I received this warrant. This is for the arresting officer on March 19th at 2026 at 8:22 a.m. and pursuant to command on March 19th, I arrested Caleb C. Flynn, gave him a copy of this warrant with the copy of the indictment attached, and brought him to the Miami County Jail. Okay, well, I could have sworn that was a guy standing there, wasn't there? Mileage 5, I guess it's $30 altogether. You owe them $30, Caleb, for coming to pick you up. Even though you walked down there, you must have went to the police station. They must be separate. I don't think they are, though. So then we got this piece of crap paper. I hate non-dissemination. When I see that word, non-dissemination, order through, I guess it's 2 words, I don't like it. Or non-dissemination, I just don't like that. If you've been here for any of, the last 3 years, that non-dissemination means that the courts put out an order for the people involved, whether that's officers, investigators, sometimes families, prosecutors, all the lawyers, the judge, everybody, nobody can talk about the case. Zip, zip. No one can say anything about anything. And then we don't get to hear anything before the trial, which I don't like that. I like to hear things. I'm nosy. So it says here, State of Ohio versus Caleb Flynn. And it's a hearing notice. Judge Janine Pratt, new judge. Above is assigned for hearing, or above case. Motion for non-dissemination order hearing to be heard on March 30th, 2026 at 9 a.m. And this is Prosecutor L. Patrick Mulligan Defense, Court Services, PTS, and then defendants in jail. 3rd floor, Miami County Safety Building, 201 West Main Street, Troy, Ohio. So, yeah. Non-dissemination hearing. That should be fun. I hate non-dissemination. I'm going to look up their address on Zillow really quick. It's the same. It doesn't come up. Yeah, it doesn't come up with any pictures. I wish it did. Home details. Well, half acre, built in 1999. Same thing. And I'll look in here. Redfin, it says off the market, sold March 2024 or 2021 for 244,900. I could not get that out of my mouth for some reason. 3-bedroom, 2 baths. No pictures on here neither. So does have a slightly better picture. Oh, look, that's better. Let me do the street view. This was back from 2022 Google. So, I mean, he needed to take them out those the lights down off the house from Christmas. But other than that, beautiful home. He's gonna, I mean, thanks, Crystal. And I hope everyone's doing okay. Thanks, Colleen. Think I'm done. I just wanted to show you those new documents and wanted to see about the whole unlawful termination of another pregnancy. But then I kind of answered my own question when they put in the new order or the new complaint. It doesn't have that on there anymore, which is very weird. It's very, very weird. What else do I have up here? Well, let me see something really quick. I don't want to get off here before I do this. And then I am going to put out some more body cam of Idaho. I'm going to try to, if some of it is a little bit older, but I don't think you guys have seen it. And if you have, then, just watch it again. Just watch it again for me. No, if you guys have seen it, then just let me know and then I won't put them out. But there are some that I haven't put out yet, and I was going to put them out put them out on the weekends because then I feel like a lot more people can see them. And then it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. So it's my fault. It's my fault. But I am going to put out some more videos. I do want to get, there is one point in time I want to get. I don't know how much they're going to charge or if they're even releasing it. So we'll see. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Oh, also, before I forget, let me just go. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it whenever we get off of here. Actually, I'll do it tomorrow because if I do it tonight, it might not let me. It might not download. Let's try to download it. Okay, so do you guys remember what was it called? Cyber Sleuths? And it was like a 3-part series. It came out for Idaho 4. We never watched it on the channel. And I never put it on Patreon, but I'm going to put it on now because I was like, I should put this on Patreon for everybody. So I have the first episode downloading right now. It's an hour long. It has BHB in it. I mean, all the players of that you would think they're like, oh my goodness, no. JLR, it has Chronicles of Olivia, which I wonder if she's been doing any true crime since, really, if she's been really doing any true crime. Because I haven't seen her in a long time, and I'm wondering if she's not doing it anymore now that she's close to a victim's, brother. Which it might make her see things in a different, light. So it looks like, okay, I have it uploaded or, downloaded here. Let me see if I can get to Patreon. Because sometimes it just takes forever to download. I didn't want to do that. Well, yeah, I guess I don't really know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. And I already have the thumbnail, so it says I'm offline. Why am I offline? Maybe it's because I'm over here, online over here. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm trying. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, I don't know why they won't release his jail calls. I'm going to ask about that. I want to know. I want to know about that. I want to know about the timing between 9:12 and 9:32 when he was supposed to be back in that area. Is that cast or because we heard there's video. I need to know that. I need to know. Maybe they didn't have too busy of a day. And hola. Is who stalking? Okay. Well, I think I have to be off of here to do it, it looks like. This is uploading 0%. So I'll try to get it up there tonight. If it's not up there tonight, it'll be up there in the morning. But it'll be, I mean, it is kind of a little bit older, but I thought I never watched it. Like, I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. Let me see. And then I'll put the next one. Oh, whoa, I almost exited out of here. That would not have been good. I'll put the next like episode up tomorrow or something. I think that they do. I think, well, Chronicles of Olivia was a true crime creator. I don't know if she's still on here or not. Oh yeah, and Barry's case, yeah, no, they got a non-dissemination. But we can't watch the trial, or I would. But I'm gonna try to figure out how to get nightly recaps to you guys somehow of what's going on in there. I wish I lived closer to Colorado. If y'all want to send me out to Colorado, I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. No, I really would love to see Suzanne get her justice, and she deserves it. She literally deserves it so much. I mean, even her daughters didn't go pick up her ashes for 2 years. 2 years after she was gone. 2. I understand wanting to stand by your dad, but it sounds like you had one hell of a mom, right? Press pass, I need one. Even if I had a press pass, I'd still have to pay my way out there. That's the only thing. And it's expensive. Shit, I mean, yesterday was expensive. I'm not gonna talk about it. I had a meltdown yesterday. We don't need to have another one. I'll have to tell you about that on my other channel. It's a foil hair. Hell no, baby girl. Your hands are probably hurting. Oh God, they're probably hurting. Oh. She must have a lot of hair. I don't like that. I'm a lucky person. I'm like, I don't like that. That lucky person. They're very loyal. Well, I had heard that like one of his daughters, I just didn't know which one, was like kind of like saying like no, maybe like she was questioning things, but now I guess no, maybe not. I can understand you don't want your dad to be, you don't want to believe he's capable of killing your mom. But when you look at the evidence, your dad was the only person that had the lethal combination that was shot by a dart. And your dad just happens to have a dart gun too. And the dart had the BAM in it. Come on, guys. You girls are smart. Those girls are smart, you know? Hey, Mandy, it's just sad. Like, if my dad did that to my mom, I'd kill him myself. I would. Don't even need to take him to jail. He did. I mean, I would, you know. Me and my mom was thick as thieves. See, so were me and my dad, but my dad knows he'd be like, I deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, my dad would never, ever do that. Like, just shoot her with the BAM. And I do think that he shot her with the tranquilizer in the house. And that's why, like, she was running around like she was. So, Laura, Morphew, it was back from 2020, so it's been a while. But I have a playlist. We'll have to go over that case. And remember, they found her by her catheter, or not catheter, sorry, her, what do you call it? It's a heart, or not, it's a, maybe it is a catheter of some sort. Isn't it? It's like a, when you have cancer, what are they called? What happened? Local school today, oh my gosh, Heart, that's so sad. Oh my goodness. I was going to ask, they're very impressionable. My nephew's middle school, and they are very impressionable. It's scary. Her ports, IV ports. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. PIC port. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's what it is. I couldn't think of I was like, catheter? I was thinking like a heart cath. That's what was coming to my my mind. But oh, yeah, port. So that's how they identified her. That was one of the parts of her body they found. Like, that's just so sad. She overcame cancer twice, I think, twice. Mm, just, it's just so bad. It's not, I mean, people are just terrible. Let's go to X and see how terrible they're all are being over there. I've been over there. Oh yeah. I guess people are still talking about JLR. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. Is this when he was talking about how he would put out disinformation just for fun? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did that. I'm anemic too. You can't ever get an IV? Oh, well, they can get one in the mail for sure. I don't look. Last time I didn't look though, remember? I'm gonna actually come on tomorrow and I'm gonna complain for a little bit because I did have a really bad time at the dentist the other day and I want to complain to some people. And why not complain to my friends? An IV in your shin bone? Yeah. I've had IVs put in like right here or like even down here in my thumb. Like I've had them put in weird spots. But I don't like them in the corners of my arms or like the bends because I want to bend my arms or I'm afraid what if I accidentally bend it? Like I'm on drugs, right? They got you drugged up. What if you accidentally just don't put it there? Just put it in my hand. I know it hurts the worst there. I hear. I don't care. You find the vein. He's currently alive. It's because he ain't making that money like he was. Yeah, they always put in weird spots, but I don't like it when they put him. I have a vein right there in my arm, and this vein looks like it's a good one. It's not. We learned that the last time. We definitely learned that the last time. Okay, so mm, guess some TikToker with 1.1 million followers was arrested on March 20th in New York and booked into Columbia County Jail. He faces multiple felony charges of predatory sexual assault against more than one person. First degree R. Wow. Yeah, I don't know who he is. Benjamin Gleason. I don't know if you guys know him from the old TikTok app, but that's why I'd be just staying over here. I do TikToks every once in a while. I put one out in a while and they were doing good. I was like putting out TikToks and they were getting some views. I was like, dang. But the comment section over on TikTok compared to over here, I can handle y'all. Okay. Like there might be someone over here, some lady, that woke up on the wrong side of the bed and she's going to tell me my face is shiny or I'm, you know, not good with my words or my hair is flat or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the case. No, I never get told that. And I rarely get told that. But, I'll get told something. But not today. I won't. I don't even know what I'm going to say there because I got okay. So I'm getting a hold of stuff over here I shouldn't be looking at. Apparently, Bullhorn Betty's over here supporting JLR, which I mean, we all know why, right? Oh, it's been a while since we've done a Betty live reaction. Betty live reaction. It's been a while. Hey, Clifton. Hey, Marcella. Who is back on? His viewership is way down. Yeah, it is. And I'm smiling about that because, yeah, I am. It needs to be. The guy, I wish y'all knew. I couldn't even go through it in a whole freaking 40-part series, but I did do one part over on my second channel, and I am going to do another part. I kind of wanted to go over Dietz's video just to get it kicked off because, I mean, that was an hour video of pure perfection she put together. So, born Betty's life too, because I don't get her notifications at all. Zero, zilch, not a zero. I don't know if maybe I hit the 3 little buttons before, like a long time ago, and was like, I'm good, because I don't ever get them. But I'll go over there and I'll look. Oh, oh my, you know what? You know how easy. So you remember the other day? Thanks, CJK. Do you remember how the other day I said I hated AI thumbnails? I'll use them for my second channel. I hate them for true crime. Well, because they make me look weird too. I'm like, that's not me. But what was I going to say about that? Oh, I did an AI thumbnail the other day just to see like how fast it would take. It took me less than a minute to do a thumbnail that when I do them myself, they don't, my thumbnails are not very good at all. But when I do them myself, it takes me like an hour. But I'm still doing them myself. Still doing it for myself. Yeah, simply he will never, ever, ever address it. He'll just keep going on like nothing's going on. I mean, that's how they are. That's just how all of them are. So she streamed. She streams like twice a day, doesn't she? Every day. Well, I guess I can. I mean, she lives alone. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but just saying, like, she's not like she's not saying there's anything wrong with this either. Like, because I don't have kids either, but I'm saying like she doesn't have like kids like pulling her in a different direction and stuff, so she could be doing her things. But I guess she was saying something on the YouTube or on TikTok. I guess something about don't be bringing stuff into my chat. Drama. Okay. A little too late for that. Oh my God. Nerdy. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay. Let me show you this before I get off here real quick. Look at this AI crap. Oh my God. This has me on the floor. Okay. This is what too much AI does to you. Okay. Because this right here, just think of this as being Carroll County. And if you don't know Carroll County, you're going to know here in a minute. You're going to remember this place real quick.
JLR, you woman beater! Why did you do it? Shame on you! You're going to prison for the rest of your life. That is exactly how you do it. That is gonzo journalism. JLR just walked into the courthouse.
That's supposed to be freaking Richard Allen. Oh my goodness, I've seen it all. So now someone did an AI of him getting out of the car and somebody rushing up to him and yelling at him. I think that's hilarious, but that's just me. I can't believe they put, of all people, though. He should have did Alec Murdaugh. That would have been way better. Alec Murdaugh would have been way better. Because he did yell at Alec Murdaugh. And then he yelled at Buster. That would have been really good. He could have did like a 2-parter with that one. Maybe he doesn't know about that. I'll have to tell him. Hey, Patriot. Colleen, you're in ripped sweatpants. Hey, Jessica, how are you doing? How are you? I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, the daughters are still, yeah, they want to be with their dad. They're, yeah. Oh, we'll keep praying for you. It is. We just got done with true crimes. Now we're just kind of, we just got done with the case that we were covering. So now we were just over on X looking at all of them. People act like fools. And I did love that video about JLR. Watched a little video of JLR pretend getting arrested. My surgery's April 23rd, I think. One of them. I don't know when the other one is. Like, well, the other one's just an implant. So, yeah, yeah. No, she's non-vertical. I don't think so. It would have a phone. Nightbot is in vertical and regular. Okay. See, there's like a phone. Oh, it says to show you right there, but in the chat it does. Because it doesn't show you guys. But it shows me on the StreamYard. Weird that it doesn't show you guys that. Maybe it doesn't because it would be like, oh no. But there's everybody has like a why does Ladybug and why do you guys all of you guys actually have a like that's weird. You have a like a question mark beside your name. Everybody does. Oh, I'm praying for you too. I understand. I have tested the last 2 or 3 months. I'm just finally stopping them because my car broke down, so I don't have a choice. And then my teeth broke down. Yeah, I said teeth. So I'm waiting to get that all done. And then I guess, I don't know what they're going to do for surgery. I guess just take out this retainer. But I'll be back on. Yeah, I'll be back. Oh, so yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back on probably like that night. I mean, I don't usually take time like off. I think the last surgery I had, I just threw on eye patches. Y'all just saw me in eye patches. I don't know. I don't know like what happened. Like I just was driving and all the lights came on. An Acura. And I was like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. But that's okay because now Vincent bought all my skin stuff for me the other night. Not like my skincare. I wish that would have been great. I need to actually try to send him on like another run like that, you know? But he got me like my body wash and he got me my deodorant. He got me my like lotion that I use and my face wash. And it was like five or six things. I was like, looky there, look at that. My dad was born on April the 6th. So you guys have diamond as your birthstone. You guys are lucky. Yeah. Yeah, Jess. Well, I'm thinking of you. Make sure you stop in and just hang out with us. You know, that's what we're here for. We're good. We're good for making people, you know, feel better. So really, oh, yeah, the 6th. It's a good birthday. I really wish mine's in October. I'm an opal or a pink but like a pink, I don't even know, stone. I don't know what kind of pink stone that would be, but I know it's like an opal. But my mom was a ruby. My dad was diamond. And so I want to get like a ruby and diamond like bracelet or a ring or something like to incorporate the two stones. Something not charging the battery. Oh no, yeah, we think it's the alternator. Mine's October. Yeah. Yeah, oak was pretty. I have something on April 1st. What is it? I can't even remember now. That's not good. But I was like, April 1st. I was like, that's not good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I forget what it is now. I can't even remember. It'll hit me. I'll find out. But I think it's a doctor's appointment. I don't know what it is. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I'll be back on tomorrow in the afternoon, I think sometime to do on my second channel. Actually, let me go. It doesn't. Yeah, it does. So tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll be right on schedule. I'm trying to keep myself to a schedule. And the first day was really good until I got to the dentist. I was up at 7:30. I was on the treadmill. No phone screen time. I'll have to show you what it's like. I was going to record myself for a week doing it. So maybe I'll start like really on Monday. Because I feel like Monday's like a fresh start to the week. I don't know. But I want to do it like every day. I'm going to wake up at a certain time, do this at a certain time, do this. I'm like going to have my whole day scheduled out for me. And I've never done that. And I'm going to actually follow this to a T because I need to like be moving more. I feel like I'm moving a lot, but I'm not moving as much as I think I am. You know what I mean? Or some days I'm not. And that way I can like kind of track to see how long, how much I'm moving and things like that. And that way I'm not doing the same exercises over and over again. Same old, because that gets old. And I'm going to try to like decrease my soda intake. So we'll see how that works, because I like soda. What can I say? But I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Don't forget, if you're not following me over on Unfiltered with Tanya, make sure you are, please. If you're not following me over on TikTok with Unfiltered with Tanya, make sure you are, please, because I'm trying to get some followers over there. Also, I do have a titanium bill on all other social platforms. So follow me everywhere. But thank you guys for being here tonight. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.
Wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.